Or get your mats if you're going to stretch out. If you're walking wall, line up. Ha! Walking in place, stand up. Get your chair if you're doing chair exercises. Get your weights if you just going to do some weight exercises. That's in line up if you walk wall. Stand up if you walk in place. Jump on your bikes. And start your treadmill. Ooh, kitchen out.
Power on.
Yeah, y'all, yeah. Thanks for coming on the walk, y'all. Like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend to exercise. And subscribe. Hey, y'all know it's Monday. And I'm stiff. But starting next weekend, I ain't going to be stiff. Because I start my... Okay, I'm jumping ahead. Hey, y'all. Great Rod Isms. Ha ha. Thanks for coming on the walk. What an emotional weekend. Okay, Friday, I got my indoor-outdoor rug. That's to help me in the garage with skating. See, I didn't have a rug where I could use to kick off on. When I go to kick off for skating, I would roll because I had nothing. People who skate, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I got the rug. Oh, so excited. So happy. I'm back on the skates. I'm so glad the last week of April, we're going to be walking for 40 minutes and listening to old episodes of Just Your Pace. Because I got to stiffen up my back muscles. Okay, let me just move on. Okay. So, I was recording the podcast. Then never turned into the podcast because I didn't know how to separate the video and the audio when I gave it to the Spotify. And when I put it up on YouTube, it just went up as a video. So, I invited Joan. We're in the third season, and she was in the third season. So, she messaged me again to confirm, and then I was excited again. I'm like, oh shit, Joan, yay! Still up there. And then I get a text Sunday. I get a text from Ralph saying that this recording would be the last recording. Velvety voice, chess connoisseur, Ralph. He would not be coming back to the show. He just sent me a text. But I knew. Because his chess club is growing. Let's Castle 832. And if you want to play chess with the club, contact him through chess.com under Les Castle. And so I was like, I'm happy now. Because that's what it's all about. Growing and promoting chess. That's what the Pawn Moves First is about. We talk about Neighbors, which was a show that promoted chess to kids, and the chess song that made it easy to learn how the chess pieces move. So I'm excited. And then I said, oh my gosh, but I'm losing Ralph. I don't have my chess person. So then I'm back there. So then we go to record, and I get Ralph, and Joan comes in, and we're recording, and I told him, I said, I knew you have to move on. He was working so hard on Last Castle, and it was growing, and people, they were into that, I mean, everything. And I'm talking to him, and I said, I can see you doing a podcast, talking about chess. I said, call a podcast, Make America Think Again. Make America Think Again. These people call me robots. Anyway, he started telling me that not only did they have a 24-hour game running all the time. He has, I think, an evening chess program Saturday where they compete. What did I forget? And he's doing the videos. And when I mentioned podcast to him, he said, I was thinking that. I said, Ralph, we was almost together for a year. Of course you can do it. You know how to run your own podcast. I ain't mad with you. So, but then he said something, knocked my socks off. He said, we're starting a program in the park. Chess in the park for everyone. Oh my goodness. If I hadn't been on that camera, I would have just balled up and started crying for happiness. Because that's what the Pawn Moves First podcast is all about. Promoting the game of chess, which promotes critical thinking. Listen, I don't know about these junkyard dogs, but every leader of a country knows to play chess. If it was such a nonsense game, why would they have to know? And why you can't block yourself and stop yourself is because you don't know chess moves. So you don't know what they're doing. So now I'm happy again. I'm trying to get to do the show. I'm trying to find out what Ralph is doing. I had to apologize to Joan because she was throwing out ideas. And I was like, I want to hear Ralph's ideas. So when we wrapped up, I was so happy. Happy. I was so happy. Yeah, I won't have that velvety voice, chess connoisseur Ralph with me on the show. But he's doing his own show. And he's growing his chess club. And he's taking chess off the computers and into the parks. I ain't never gonna be mad at him. I'll push through. I'm gonna have a good time. Because you see, I wondered, neighbors went around to communities promoting chess. And where we went when we left, there was always a chess program. So when I put the Pawn Moves First together, and so how little views right there, I was like, well, if our whole purpose is promoting and initiating chess programs, how are we going to do that, on the podcast? As usual, put it on the ethers. Just put it on the ethers. So I put it on the ethers, and we got Ralph. So I'm going to put it back on the ethers. Let's see. But Ralph is doing his own thing. He's growing his own thing. He makes phenomenal little shorts about chess and teaching, and just a great guy. So that's what I'm riding the wave of. Just a really great guy. And he's getting out there. He's doing it on the computer and off the computer. That's why I said, Ralph, make your podcast, Making America Think Again. Yes. Ooh. So now we got that out of the way. I gotta go on. So, I don't know why these countries around the world fear these wardens on this penal colony and their junkyard dogs. I know they're dangerous and yes, barbaric. But just see them as that. That's not superpower. Anybody can be a barbarian. Any human. Mostly men. And stop fearing these folks on this penal colony. Stop. They do nothing different. Trust me, all you have to say is you saw a picture of Jesus. Uh-oh, a fly just got in. I got the window open. All you got to tell them is you saw a picture of Jesus in the tank or in the well or in something. And you can get them to do anything you want them to do. So, like now, I'll tell you what. There's an old warden from this penal colony that's running for executive warden again. I stopped because once I realized it was a penal colony, it's all bullshit because inmates don't pick who the warden is. in the brick and mortar prison, and neither do we on this penal colony. What a mind fuck, right? So, he's going around, what former warden, he's going around and he's telling everybody he wants to cut taxes. Now listen to this. Secret Service is on all the members of his family. All of them. And they don't live together. This former executive warden and his, I don't know, wife, I call her a bottom bitch. Let me get there. Melania, that's the perfect example of a bottom bitch. You see, she's being touted now to trap the women. That's what they do in sex trafficking. That's what Gazelle did. She in jail though. Puffy got a bottom bitch too. And this warden has his bottom bitch. The bottom bitches are there to trick and fool women. With the little human trafficking, they make the little child that's scared feel secure. They act like a mother to the child. I wouldn't do anything to hurt you. I wouldn't advise you incorrectly. As she's taking off the child's clothes, preparing her for an essay. That's Melania. The essay is going to happen to folks on this penal colony. And he brought her back. I remember the first time he touted her, and I said to myself, that's a bottom bitch. She's to get the women in. She's Maxine Griswold, and whoever Puff Daddy got. They all got bottom bitches. Because it wouldn't happen without them. Want me to march with y'all. So now she's back. And standing next to him and waving. And like the little girls that are scared, afraid. When she saw that pimp approach her. But then out of nowhere, this bottom bitch comes. Throws her arms around the kid. and said, "Oh, honey, don't be afraid of him. He's not a bad guy. I'm here for you." That's Melania. She come back to bottom, bitch, you dumb. Yeah, I'm already in the bowels of the hole. We'll talk about what I put up, how to leave when I come back. But ain't that something? She's the perfect example of a bottom bitch. Come back to help up him. For this SA in this country. And I'm here for it because I'm going to be looking. I ain't got a nickel in that dime. Y'all made sure of that. Whew. I ain't into pornography, but I'm sure gonna love this effing. How America got effed again. Please, foreign country, stop being scared of these people other than barbarity. Barbarious. They ain't no gods. They ain't nothing special. They ain't nothing special. There's lions and tigers that have more decency. Let's take a break. Because when you walk with me, you can eat the food you want to. I'm walking, y'all. Trying to save my feet and toes. I said I'm walking now. Trying to save my feet and toes. Cause if I stop walking now, you can cut me up until I'm just a nose. Oh yeah! Let's wrap up this quick walk. Bottom bitch. Y'all better start recognizing them people and stop getting hooked up and stuff. Yes. How to leave. How to leave. I've seen people say, "Oh, I don't know how to leave him." Or if you're in a family situation, "I don't know how to leave. I'll be all of them go to, I'll be all by myself." You're never all by yourself when you have you. Plenty of company. And then you'll focus on what you want, which we call manifestation. And you get it. And you get out. How to leave. I know how to leave a party. I look at the time. I told you I was a bartender. And they used to say, I had to work till 4, honey. New York didn't close till 4. I don't know if they do it now, but then they didn't close till 4, honey. And when it was time for me to come home, when I said last call, they lucky I couldn't carry a weapon because I was locked and loaded to let everybody know, you're out of here at 4. You can walk or you can be carried. But they said I returned so nasty. We're not continuing this on. The fact that I'm in it, but I'm working. My mind is someplace else. Y'all here partying. I'm working at night side to try to be home with my daughter in the daytime. Though, 4 o'clock in the morning, child. Anyway, but I know how to leave there too. And I find something at 2, then I would find something at 11, and I found something at 9. I know how to leave. Leave. There's nothing holding you there. Stop telling yourself that. You know the greatest mindfuck of these cults is the family. is the family. I told you what happened with Sister Flack. Them black Muslims, working with them sound good. Bottom bitches. Roped her right in. Brought her into the cult. She brought her son. She brought her husband. And she brought her girls. Next thing you know, she's sitting there with her hair all cut off. Husband then given to another woman. But even she knew it was time to get out. But then she was so programmed, she dropped her guard. Telling you. And they got her. How to leave. Think about yourself. Yes. Think about yourself and leave. Even your children sometimes are not enough to leave. They say, oh, he went after my children, so I finally left. No. You finally left because you finally left. Because I noticed you said, oh, because your children I left, you get back together. Because it's bullshit. Saving yourself is saving your children. How is that separated? How y'all let them cults separate that? I know y'all let them cults make the most dangerous animal on the face of the earth. Snakes is not as dangerous as men. You don't mess with snakes, they don't mess with you. Man, you know, your skin the wrong color, eye wrong color, nail the wrong color, feet the wrong color. And that's enough for them to not like you. That's all it takes. Oh, trophy. Or in our case, African American. What you say, I got African in me? Well, I'm going to go out here and unlike some Africans to prove to you. And I said, oh, you see all them black people he done unlike? Oh, he can't be African. That's the slime dogs that they are. African, European Africans. Deadly, dangerous. And you're fooled into thinking you can tame them. Hell, you could tame a lion better than you could tame man. No one to leave. Just leave. I've done it. But I listen to what people say. I like to listen and say, oh, oh, let me tell you a story. When I had taken in my friend and her family, they got put out. And they had stayed with a neighbor, but when I found out, I was like, oh, no, you don't have to stay with that neighbor. So I went over there and I picked them up. And, oh, no, they had a car. They came over. I don't think I had a car at that time. Anyway, everybody came over. I was glad everybody was together. My daughter gave them her room because it's bigger, and she took my room. And we got them all comfy. They got the little stuff they had into storage. They traumatized. She said they put her stuff out on the street. People was walking by, stopping their cars and putting it in the car. Anyway. So, by day 2, I said, listen, you brought West Hab in, which the city of Mount Vernon brought in to start running their buildings. They turned them over to West Hab. So I said, and the reason why they were there was because of this family. So I said, you contact so-and-so, and you tell him you need one of them apartments. And let's not make this ugly. So he went, spoke to them, came back with a key to the apartment. But we had made them so comfortable with us. They were scared to go. They were saying stuff like, we don't even know what neighborhood it is in. What if it's dangerous? What if I could understand. They were in shock. But I needed them out of my place. So, day 3, which is the first day they have the key to the apartment, and they ain't making no moves towards going in there. They're huddling up in their room, they're licking their wounds and stuff like that. And I'm like, y'all got a key to the apartment? Get your step in. So at that time, I had my friend Irma, y'all heard me talk about. And I was complaining to Irma. I said, I heard them say, the minute we get the key, we're going to be out of here. Don't worry, Vicky, it's okay. I said, but we into day 2 night, and they got the key and they ain't moving. So I had told Irma before that they didn't like me smoking in the house, though it was my apartment. They didn't like me smoking in the house. So I closed myself off in the back room so they wouldn't smoke. So Irma looked at me and she said, come on, I want to go to your house. I said, you want to go to my house? Well, you know, she's from Louisiana. Come on, Vicky. I want to go to your house. I said, Irma, what do you want to go to my house for? She said, I just want to go see. So, Irma lived across the street. So she comes over and she meets them and she sits down. Hey, thanks for coming on the walk. And she pulls out a cigarette and she started puffing. Now, they was in the kitchen doing something and they stopped and they looked at her. They was actually smoking. So Irma smoked, puffing, blowing. Next thing I know, she put that out. She take 2 cigarettes and light them up, and she's making a cloud. The next thing I hear Bill say, "Oh, Vicky, we gonna run over here and see what we gotta do to get this apartment ready." They all trailed out. And I saw them the next day, and they took all their clothes and they left. What I'm trying to tell you is, find out it's easy to leave. When they say that pisses you off, enough to leave. I had a friend that left when I got a dog. When I got a dog. And you say, why did you get the dog, Vicky? For him to leave. How? Maybe I'll tell the story of how to make people leave, but also how to leave. I leave, y'all. I told y'all that Mary Ann story, right? And this was when I was a teenager. My father was living in East New York, and I can't remember what period I was there, but I was hanging out with Mary Ann and her family. They was from North Carolina, and they would play cards and shit, and we just had a good time and laughing, and they loved my jokes, but every time I told one they laughed, they said, girl, you's an asshole. I was like, asshole? As an A-S-S-hole? Is that what you're saying? So then, a few times, girl, you so stupid. I started feeling some kind of way. And then the last time I was there, I guess you call me the butt of their joke. And I remember walking out and hearing myself say, if you come back in here, you are truly an asshole. I ain't been back ever on this planet. I know how to leave. But see, the extra thing with me, I know how to leave and not come back. When I leave, I'm gone. I don't play. Ooh. The weight was on the ground, y'all. I had to bend over. Let me take a quick second to see who's on the walk with me. Hi, Ellis Larry. Thank you. I will keep it up, honey. Yes, indeed. He said, keep it up, baby. That's what I said. I will keep it up, honey. Oh, let me make sure. There we go. Squeeze your gut. Oh, we'll do it tomorrow. Okay. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbow. Neither up nor down. And we're doing 10. Not 10. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Oh yeah. Whew. Squeeze your gut. Not too much tucking the elbow on this side. I gotta do a bend. Tuck in the elbow. Neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3. Look a little crooked. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey y'all, hey! Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. Tell her uncle, tell her auntie, tell her cousin, tell her friend. Whew. To subscribe and exercise. You know Mondays is always rough for me. Have a good evening. See you tomorrow.